give you a real quick story. My greatest joy here is the people that I've met along the way. 18 years ago, Joe Campanelli came to QVC. He owned a small carpet cleaning store in Boca Raton, Florida. And this was their best-selling item. They had formulated this stain remover themselves. Back then, there wasn't a whole aisle in the grocery store of Oxy this and Carpet Fresh this and all the rest. Well, they were really new at the game, but they brought us something that was remarkably effective. The day that I went on the air with Joe was the very first day he had ever been on television with us, and they would not let me play around with this before we went on the air, which is what I do with every product. And I kept saying, why not? And he said, because I want to see your reaction. So live on air, he did a demonstration that I'm going to do for you in just a second. And I've got to tell you, this stuff has blown me away. We've sold an amazing 1.2 million cans of this. Now, if I take you back a few years ago, again, we used to sell 2 cans for $24.99. Now, we sell 3 cans for $1 more. And that means you can stock up, have it around. All of us have stains that happen, especially this time of year. And it's not just carpet, it's automobile upholstery. It is an amazing pre-spotter for your laundry. I'll show you the demonstration that he did, okay? First thing, we got this giant ruler here for a reason. That stain is permanent marker, and I'll show you that this is dried on. It's not wet. And I'm gonna stand 6 feet away. I could also be sitting in a wheelchair, or I could be sitting in a regular chair. Watch the stain. The stream is gonna come out with enough force, and then you just spiral the can around, because that works as like agitation, without me having to get on my hands and knees, and watch that, quote, permanent magic marker not be so permanent. That stain, I want a holster. That stain's gone, and that stain will remain gone. That's what is the most amazing thing. Now, we'll explain all the science of how it works, but before we get to that, take a look at a videotape that Chris Campanelli, younger brother of Joe, took and shot a little earlier. It'll give you a better understanding of why this has been so successful.
Hi, everybody. Welcome into our home. I just wanted to show you 2 of the reasons why we need a really good stain remover in our house. This is Walker, reason number 1, and that's Chloe over there, reason number 2. But I wanted to show you why our product is so very different than anything that you get at the grocery store. I'm going to take a permanent marker, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 3 permanent marker lines on this carpet, okay? When you go to the store, you might see something like this on the shelf. The problem with products like these is you can see they're very foamy. They require you to get on your hands and knees with a scrub brush. Then you have to blot. You're kind of mashing the stain into the carpet. You can see a little bit of it comes out, but the stain is still there. So just to be fair, we went to the store and we got an oxygenated product. You can see it's a little less foamy, but the same thing applies. I'm on my hands and knees, I'm rubbing, I'm scrubbing, I have to get the rag, I have to blot. Again, a little bit comes out, but the stain is still there. Our product is so different, you have to shake it. Standing up, you can see that this has a foaming agent that's lifting and separating the stain from the carpet fiber. And what's happening is it falls to the bottom, and when you do your regular vacuuming, you suck up the residue. So now, just to be fair, we're gonna go through these guys. You can see that there's a little bit of foam because we're trying to punch through those soaps, but 1, 2, 3, once those foams disappear, you can see that the stain goes around with it. This is just one of the reasons why we love to use this in our house. I hope you will too.
I'm telling you, this stuff works. Works incredibly well. Both Chris and Joe Campanelli, very, very busy. I want to bring in a different friend. Nice lady. She represents the Campanelli family. How are you?
I am doing fabulous.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is Kylie Watts, one of the nicest human beings on the planet.
Thanks, Dan.
You and I are going to work together a little bit today. We're going to show some live demos. You've got one in your kitchen. This stuff, it looks like a magic trick. And I'm a doubting Thomas by nature. It was hard to believe if I had not been standing there 18 years ago when Joe demonstrated this for the first time right in front of my eyes.
Well, and you're so right. So obviously the Campanelli is the first family of clean here at QVC. We've known them and loved them for 18 years. I've been at the network for 16 of those 18
Yep.
years. And I remember the first time I saw this too. And it's such an honor to represent them because they really make fabulous products. And Dan, you don't last for 18 seconds, let alone 18 years on QVC if your product doesn't work. So as you demonstrated, you get it home, you shake it up, right? That's all you have to do. What you're not going to do is get down on your hands and knees and bend down and rub and scrub and scrub. So to your point, if you have any mobility issues, this is a great cleaner. And the reason why the Campanellis made this was because they had that retail floor care store in Boca Raton, Florida. People would come to them all the time for their floor care needs, but the stain needs. And the only thing that they could recommend were the things on the shelves that really didn't work. So they created their own formula, their own unique delivery system, which allows you to stand upright. So you can see when you go to my second camera, I'm standing upright, my feet are on the ground, I'm not getting down on my hands and knees and rubbing and scrubbing. I'm literally going to point and shoot. So I'm going to do half of my carpet right here. The second we start to spray this, you can see that formula goes to work, lifting and separating that stain from the carpet fiber, forms a crystal, and then drops down to the bottom of the carpet. So you can see kind of a little before and after. We do half and half. So we still have two messes on one side, but completely clear on the other side. So we do the 6-foot demonstration too, Dan, for you, so you can see if it's underneath a table, behind a couch. You don't have to move all your furniture. This is really going to do an effective job of helping you get rid of those stains in the car, on your upholstery for pre-treating laundry, and for sure, obviously, in your carpet.
Well, I've got another piece of carpet that we stained weeks ago, which again is now completely dry, and I'll do the 6-foot demonstration again. It really is just the coolest stuff. So come with me, okay? Always shake it up. That's one thing you have to remember is just shake it up. And it is a absolutely unique delivery system in the way they built this spray bottle. It comes out of the can kind of like Hornets spray. If you've ever...
Good point. Yes,
okay?
You're right.
So you've got
that's
some
a good point.
and you want to move the can around in a circle because what that does is you don't have to get on your hands and knees and scrub, but that replaces the agitation. That is permanent red magic marker. And you, my crazy friend, the fact that you do this demonstration and set it up on light colored carpet on live TV, if this stuff didn't work, everybody would know. I'll let the bubbles subside. And what it's done again is it's micro-encapsulated that stain. It's still in a liquid form now, but it drops to the bottom of the carpet. And in about 30 minutes or so, it'll crystallize. And then when you vacuum it up, it's interesting. In this case, you'll see little red crystals in the container of your vacuum. So it's pulling it right out. I've used it on automobile upholstery. I've used it on carpeting. I've used it as a pre-soak for makeup that I get on my collar because of television before I throw them in the laundry. And it's always good to have extra cans on hand. 1.2 million people have bought this item. It wasn't on the air for the longest time because we just couldn't get enough of it in. And back in that day, you had 2 cans for $24.99. Now for $1 more, you get your 3rd can. So it's always nice to have it on hand.
It definitely is. And Dan, I can take you back to my carpet here too and clean the other half of it. Remember, because it's easy, right? It's fun. It's not a chore out of cleaning those carpets. So we shake our can up. Again, you see my feet are on the ground. I'm not bending over. I'm not rubbing and scrubbing. The unique delivery system allows me to point and shoot. So we just go in those small circular sections and you can see immediately it starts to lift that stain. So it looks like magic, as you said, but that magic really is in that formulation, which makes it easy. It's nice to have if you have pets. My better half's in construction, so he's always tracking and things on his boots, but we don't stress about something which is a huge investment in our home, our carpets, of course. But to your point, this is a great pre-treater for your laundry. If you get anything on your collar, maybe you have kids that play sports and you've got grass stains, it's great for that. Spill something in your car, it's perfect for your automobile. Always test for color fastness. That's just a good rule of thumb for any cleaner, but you'll be good to go with this. And you do get 3 of them, which is really nice. So you can keep one upstairs, downstairs, anywhere where you have carpet or upholstery. These are going to help tackle those stains. And as we said, you don't last on QVC for 18 years, or 18 seconds, let alone 18 years if your product doesn't work. So right there, you drop the food, you grab the Campanelli stain remover. Somebody spills the coffee, no problem. They have a pee-pee mess, no problem. It has a natural odor eliminator inside of it, so hopefully that'll make the pets less likely to go back to those spots. But you can tackle all of those spills and stains in your home with this one product.
Yeah, we can't say I guarantee it's going to get every single stain out, but I think it's your best case scenario.
Totally.
I've tried other things that just disappointed. This has personally never failed me. And I've had some tough stains. Tracking grease in from the garage into our living room. That was a fun day. It got it out.
Kelly loved that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We have 3 dogs. They're always tracking mud and stuff into the house as well. The stuff has impressed me from day one. It's one of my all-time favorite demonstrations in which to do, which is why I'm going to do another one. Okay? And we set these up again so that they're a little far away to show you again that you don't have to be right on top of it. Again, turn the can in a circular pattern, and what it does is that creates the agitation with the force of the spray coming out to be able to make sure that you're covering every area. That'll go away in just a second. And these are dark stains. Now we use permanent marker because it shows up so well on TV, but watch the magic trick. Look, those 2 stains are gone. I can get this one up here very quickly and still have time for Kylie to do one as well. Kylie's coming back with another Campanelli product by the end of this program. Ta-da. And by the way, it's a nice fresh spring scent, like a citrus. It doesn't smell like a chemical at all. That is impressive. Kylie, we're coming back. We're gonna